Hello everyone, it's Mike here and I'll be sharing with you today the third week of my 20-week schedule to prepare for the CFA Level 1 exam. I will try to briefly explain what I expect candidates to study for the third week and how to go through with the material. As I have stated in my previous videos for the first review, candidates should study around 20 hours a week while spending 70% of their time studying the material and the remaining 30% solving problems. So make sure to split your 20 hours accordingly. After the first 2 weeks, candidates should have completed quantitative methods by now. The next topic is financial reporting and analysis. This topic should take candidates around 2 to 2.5 weeks to complete. You should complete the following 6 readings in the third week. You have reading 19, Introduction to Financial Statement Analysis, reading 20, Financial Reporting Standards, reading 21, Understanding Income Statement, reading 22, Understanding Balance Sheets, reading 23, Understanding Cash Flow Statement, and finally, reading 24, Financial Analysis Techniques. For reading 19 and 20, they are just an easy introduction. Read the material quickly. These 2 chapters should not take you more than 2 hours to complete. What I advise you to do when you start studying the FRA chapters is to note down the differences between IFRS and US GAAP. Start with a table where you write down all the differences you see while studying the material. You can find a lot of summaries online. However, I think when you write down some few notes, it will help you memorize the material easier. In my opinion, don't focus a lot on memorizing the differences in the first review. Just note them down and maybe solve the problems while your notes are open. Next comes the main part of FRA with reading 21, Understanding Income Statement. If you have attended an accounting course during your undergrad studies, you will find the coming 3 chapters easy. However, if you don't have a background in finance or accounting, spend enough time understanding the income statement components. Some of the material seen in this chapter, for example, inventory valuation or depreciation, are seen later on in much more details in their associated chapters. Solve a couple of problems for basic and diluted EPS, and for comprehensive income, just understand the basic explanation, since the curriculum digs deeper into this concept in level 2. Next, you have reading 22, Understanding Balance Sheets. Again, you can find the material easy if you have previously taken an accounting course, but make sure to understand all components of assets, liabilities, and equity. Also solve a couple of problems regarding financial assets, as it is an important idea in this reading. Then you have reading 23, Understanding Cash Flow Statements. In this chapter, the curriculum highlights some few differences between IFRS and US GAAP, so make sure to note them down. Solve a couple of problems regarding the direct and the indirect method to calculate the cash flow statement, and for sure understand each component of the cash flow statement and how it is linked to both balance sheet and income statement components. And for the last chapter this week is reading 24, Financial Analysis Techniques. It's an important chapter as it combines all what we have seen in the last 3 readings. Don't get intimidated with the amount of formulas you have in this chapter. Eventually you will have to memorize them all, I know. But for now, try to understand each formula and note them down if you want on a formula sheet. Solve a couple of problems for this chapter while having your notes open. So as a summary, try to write down the differences between IFRS and US GAAP along with the formula sheet. So this is it for the third week and best of luck in your studies. If you found this video beneficial, please make sure to hit the like button and leave a comment if you have any questions. Thanks again and see you next time.